We are back with the latest day of Dynamax Adventures. Yesterday we made it to 127 for the month. We got our third shiny in our Araquanid. If we go to the right page, we can show it off. I got this in Boy from Belgium's stream. Luckily for me, I finally got number 3. It is a very nice shiny as well. I previously got Raichu and the Galarian Mr. Mime. We can actually just keep the shinies in the team. Yeah, that'd be sensible. Gyarados, you can go down there. You are not needed right now. Yeah, so yeah, what we're going to do is jump in and do one of my easier ones, I think, to start things off. And as always, these will be open for anyone to come along and join in on. I'm just going to go for the Pheromosa. It's a pretty easy one. We know it's mainly fair at flying, and then we want Fairy as backup, so it's not the worst ones to go with. Don't have the best starting lineup, let's be honest, but this isn't weak, so we'll take that. It's got a flying move. And we'll just make our notes and get going on our first one. We are still looking for a couple of the Ultra Beasts, because, well, they're difficult for me to host. I have to hope someone else has them. Probably going to go towards that fairy. Yeah, I'm going to just have to go this way. We're pretty good against rock, so let's see how this starts off. Yesterday I had such a good successful run. I did 27 all. I think I did 25 with people and 2 on my own, and the 2 I didn't win were the 2 on my own. So we did 25 and 27 and 125. It's a really good day. So that's where we were at the end of that. Right, we're just going to look to... I'm probably going to keep this till the end because Bounce is going to do a lot of damage. Hopefully it can be helpful for the final encounter, but you never know. But we've always said these are open to anyone to join in. We want to meet as many different Dynamaxes as possible, but we always have to start a few on our own because it's not the busiest category, but hey, it's all about building it, right? We've been working hard to get where we are, so we'll just carry on going, really. What would be nice is if we can find a shiny legendary. I still have not got one this month. I know it's a bit greedy to say I should have one, but we have encountered about 100 legendaries and nothing. And considering the odds should be 1 in 100, and I believe we are, we'll check here, we've used, maths is not good today, we've done about 475, I believe that should be. We started with 999 on luxury balls, and we've caught everything we've encountered. So, there is that. And as you can see, we're on 525 now, so it's about 475. Now I'm not taking this. Okay, the team's not too bad. Nikki probably should take this next one, the Azumarill, purely because... But it's also a good one to have against the Azumarill, so that's another positive. We've got what we need. I don't really have very much to help against this thing. I don't think I have a poison move. But we have grass and we have electric, 2 electric potential hitters. Oh, I do. Well, how does this work? I can't do anything with that. So, I'm just going to have to do Zen Headbutts then. See what we do. That's nice to see a poison jab from... I think that was Toku Damaru. Which is strange, but let's not complain. Who's that on? That's going to... I thought that was going to knock it out. Yeah, we would like one of these two. Welcome in, ironically. Coming to give us some shiny luck, I hope. I am doing a very boring one to start with. I'm just doing Pheromosa. It's pretty easy to do on my own, and I think I've got the right Pokemon for the final from my available list. We haven't actually been drawn a bad team. Like, we have the Shiinotic. Ideally, we would want Tokudamaro or Hitmonchan to take this, but Hitmonchan's still not dreadful either. Thank you for the spider. Congratulations, yes. It was good getting the spider. I think you sort of get the ads when you join, and then I think the ads had just started running when you had joined. Just to be ironic with it all. I'm still deciding how I want ads to work, to be honest. When I'm doing just casual Let's Plays, it's not so bad. But when I'm doing something like this, I kind of just need to not have as many on. One of my options was to do just one bulk 3-minute one every hour. And then like take a little bit of a break. And when I take the break, all the ads play at once. Gives everyone a chance to have a break, but I don't know. Eventually I'm going to move into maybe having the voice calls. Like, I want to get to the stage, like, for example, like you, when Boy from Belgium, I can trust to come on, not say anything silly. But I don't want people to think I'm picking some people over others. You say, like, take the bug, take the bug, take the bug. It's got acid spray. Okay, we'll take the bug. I actually made I'm going to put a video up of that Zygarde one we did yesterday. Just because of how crazy it was. Where we literally beat Zygarde in one turn. It's a very funny video when you see how chaotic they are. You should have seen a couple of the Zekrom runs we did with Robin yesterday as well. Like, we started using the acid spray, or fake tears, I can't remember which one, and Dedenne literally did one shot on it literally one shot the Zekrom. Well, did about 75% of the damage on its own. It was crazy. It was very funny. We did start putting together some ridiculously good teams for the Zekrom as well. We had the last one I did, we had the Dream Zygarde run where we had 3 ice types. And one of them was the Glalie. It was an unbelievable team. I believe it was Glalie, Vanillish, and Cryogonal. But we also had, I think we had Absol with Blizzard as well. It was a crazy one. Yeah, he was on it as well, but he wasn't hosting, sadly. But I don't think we actually lost one with Robin. I think we may have actually ended up having... We went on something strange and actually took... one of the starting ones had another debuff move as well. I can't remember for sure. We did so many, but as we said, they were so smooth. Are you up to do a couple today, or are you out and about? Please, somebody take this. Thank you. Okay. Doesn't really make too much difference with this. I'm going to go straight for max airstream. This has worked out perfectly for me. We're on my Dynamax against this thing. And I worked out that I'm at about 475 encounters in these Dynamax adventures. Because I've basically been counting how many luxury balls I've got left. I started with 999 and I'm down to about 520-ish, give or take, from the beginning of this. So it's been like crazy numbers for us. I still think I should have had more shinies. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, it's got Swift. Lovely. Rain Dance doesn't really do much anymore. Now we got rid of the Shinotic. Tokudamaro goes for the Paralyze. Nice. Well done, Tokudamaro. I get one big hit, and I believe we're all going to be faster now. So this seems like a proverbial GG. And Azuma roll's pretty good as well. That's interesting. I should pay... Like, we noticed recently we should start paying attention a bit more to some of the moves that not necessarily the strong Pokemon have. Like, we noticed, like, yesterday we used a Politoed against Zekrom because it's got Earth Power and Helping Hand, and it actually was very helpful. Even if it was going to die, it could use Helping Hand on one of the others for a big boost. So that was something we noticed and was quite good. But I do know that Boy from Belgium is due to have a day off streaming. I don't know if he's going to be watching. Thank you for the luck. Let's see. I don't think that is, because it's usually at pink, isn't it? I want the shiny for a challenge I'm doing, so no to that, no to that, no to that. Well, we start off well. I will see what the scientist lady has, because as we've mentioned before, I'm still I need a new path now because I've just deleted that stupid lady. Zygarde. Okay, well no, we're not doing Zygarde. I've just deleted the Pheromosa one because I button bashed too much. Great. Right, I'm going to go and do an anything one. I'm just going to join a random team that are doing something. See if we can work out what we've got by not communicating with them in any way whatsoever. This is what you're sort of stuck doing, isn't it, sometimes, where you're just doing completely random ones and hoping for the best for the Ultra Beasts. But from what I've noticed, most people are stuck doing a lot of Zygarde, a lot of Xerneas. They're the ones I seem to find myself thrown in at. But I'm not complaining, I don't really care. Like, I'm happy with the shinies on the path, as long as it's not like a completely overly shiny numbered one. So things like, I don't want more Luxray or the Pikachu lights. I've got loads already. Anything else I'm game to take and try my luck with. But the other thing I would like is, just say for example me and you were doing these together, we could set up a room with two of us and let two complete randoms join instead of it being always NPCs. Like, I don't think it's fair that we can't do a full lobby randomly together. Do I take the Pelipper? Oh, this might be a Zygarde run then. This might be a Zygarde run. Yeah, I know it's not possible. I think my point was more, it would be really nice if you could do it. It would make it a lot more like we've seen ourselves just how frustrating it can be. Trying to get the right team together, like So I feel like this could be Zygarde, but because it would almost be like you have a lobby and you, okay, it's not Zygarde. What's a flying? So this could be Landorus with the fact that they really wanted that particular wide guarder. I'm not going to lie. So I imagine we go water. If it's Celesteela, it could be. Does that have a spread move? I will save it because I've got a big empty gap now. But I think this will be something like Landorus, if I'm honest, because I don't see why the guy took a wide guarder against a flying type. Like, unless it's unless they're doing randoms as well. That's the way I would look at it. But I could be wrong. It could be. Okay, so that may be why they've gone for it then. I have not fought a Celesteela since I was literally collecting Ultra Beast when I first played this back, 5 years ago now. I did have some fun this morning looking on eBay at Switch 2 prices. There are people, like, I'm not sure if what country you're based in, but in the UK they're $3.95 to $4.30, depending on the Mario edition. And people were selling their pre-orders on eBay for about $5.50 to $600 already. So it's kind of what's going on already. I probably will look to take this myself. I think this will be best because it's got Ice Fang, I believe. Yeah, all of the stores randomly started selling them last week, pre-order wise. Some stores are like, just buy it online. Another store is like, come in store to pre-order. And it's like, well, I don't want to walk all the way to the shop or drive and then find out that you've not got any left. Elsewhere there's but then the Nintendo hasn't sent me an invitation yet, so I'm a little bit concerned that I might not be getting one. I've had my online for 4 years come May, because I know it renews. I just got the email about renewing it. I've played enough, I think. I believe like my Legends Arceus is about 300 hours alone, and that's the best save, not just all of them. All of these Sword and Shield saves are give or take 100 to 200 because I've got so many saves. No, it doesn't have what I think it has. So, but if it is Landorus, it's still better to swap. I think did you do lots of natural shiny hunting / Masuda hunting, or is that all DA time for you? Well, I guess we go Psychic. Because my very first save, as I said, I made all the mistakes in these DAs. I just went and caught everything because I didn't know about shiny hunting at all. So all my time was only completing the stories, speedrun. I don't say speedrunning. I played it to enjoy it. Didn't really have any reference points on what to do, so I just did the story as we went along. Yeah, and then I started learning more about things as I did more to check. Oh, I thought I got the Basculin. Okay, I didn't get the Basculin. Yeah. Right, and then just started doing all the DAs and just catching everything, not realising there's a bit of a problem. And then I set up my sword save again, got the shiny charm. So I actually did a full playthrough catching everything, trying to catch it rather than just stick it all in from home. Did that whole thing to set up DAs to shiny hunt and did about 100 odd, got a few shinies, but then because we're doing this as like potentially more of a community, I thought I wanted to do the second DLC. I thought it would be a bit smarter on my behalf to have a fresh save, rather than so nothing is shiny, which is what we've got here. As I said, I haven't even gone to Freezington yet in this save. I haven't beaten the Elite Four. I've done nothing at all. It's probably better that... Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? And that was kind of the plan. So now I have 2 full shiny hunting DA run saves as such. In the sword save, I did do some Wooloo hunting. I've done it all, don't worry. I've completed the storyline in the other saves multiple times, because I used to do this crazy Nuzlocke where you had to catch everything to move them to the next run. So that's why I've done loads of just catching DAs rather than shiny hunting. But the idea was once you've finished, you could overwrite those saves. You don't need them anymore. Caught all the legendaries, caught like all the Reggies, caught all the swords, complete everything. So like just this save, like apart from needing to unlock the Ultra Beast, which I'm not going to do, but I could do. There is like part of me is thinking, you know what? I've got my Reggie save on sword. It's not difficult to set up another save to do the Reggies, like, because at the end of the day, if they're shiny, I'm only going to throw a Master Ball at them. I'm not really going to care about doing it any other way. So I can just set up a second one for the Drago or Lackey and just make this have the Ultra Beasts. But I'm not sure whether you have to have caught so many legendaries and taken them home to unlock the Ultra Beasts. So I can't remember that, but probably not. But the thing is, when Boy from Belgium's here, we were getting Ultra Beasts a couple of times. So as long as we have one Ultra Beast person, it doesn't matter, does it? But because I've got the shiny Reggie still in the sword, I don't want to touch that game again, like to speed through it. So I believe it's the 2 I haven't seen that aren't Ultra Beasts are the ones that I need to actually catch, encounter. Because I really wanted Wooloo and Nickit shiny, if I'm honest. So I've been hunting for ages around Route 1 for those 2. I've done like 1,000+ Wooloo encounters, and I don't understand the shiny odds. I really don't. I think I'm way over. I've knocked out like 500. I don't really want this either. Like, if it's a flying type, like, I'm useless. Whatever we've got, I need the last one to be good. Really. What's the last? Psychic again. Well, I can take Psychic or take a gamble. This thing has the move that we like. I'm going to risk it and hope I haven't ruined their game. All good, I got it right. Yeah, I understand completely why you won't do it. In all my time playing this game, I managed to get 3... Is it 3? I feel like it's only 3 proper shiny encounters. It might actually only be 2. And that was Wobbuffet, because I needed it for a game we were playing, and I'm too stubborn to Masuda. Also, I found a Gothitella when I was doing that. I feel like they're the only 2. Like, I know I did find a Wishma because I was hunting them for something as well, but I did nearly 2,000 Whisper encounters and have 1. That one will be a good shiny. Like, it's amazing just how frustratingly difficult those two, the exclusive two, are to catch. I won't. Your mask to evolve isn't terrible because at least a lot spawn, but the Corsairs are horrendous. So are the Dynamax. From my own experience, look, even just trying to find them for encounters, let alone like just to catch, not to shiny hunt. So what do we think this flying type will be? All I know is that I need to swap out here. This has a rock move, I believe. That is very strong. You know what? I think they're going to win whatever. So let's try and heal. I think it's slow. Okay, it maybe works. Yes, I got the healing before we won this battle, which I think is huge. Yep, perfect. But then when it comes to all of these games, I don't like shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet anymore. I've got very burned out on that. It's just, I just don't like the constant staring to see if it's different. And I never really did random encounters, but at least with random encounters you don't need to give it 100% of your attention. And then obviously PLA is just the god for shiny hunting. Could sit there and shiny hunt all day long in that game, and have in the past. Okay, who gets it? I'm concerned that who do you think will get it? Will it be other person who wants it for Kingler when you know that I'm weak to flying? Okay. Who got it? Wait, I didn't even see who got that. Nobody got it. What? The game bugged and didn't let anyone take it because we fought over it? I don't know. I was right, Landorus. That explains the obsession with a Void Guarder. I disconnected, is it? Okay. Well, if I've disconnected, should I just Dynamax? You know what now? I'm going to Quiver Dance. Why not? I thought one of them would Wide Guard, I'll be honest. They kicked me out. They actually kicked me out their lobby because they didn't want me to have it. That's quite funny, to be honest. That's a big hit, but it is in the water, isn't it? Okay. They had such a good team. What did I do to upset them? Okay, well, I'm surviving. That's about good enough for me. I have had a few things, like I tried to go in the store and it said disconnecting. It's like, why? I tend to just look in the store every day at anything new. And so, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Well done. Wide guard coming clutch. But I haven't had any connection issues in the past on the Switch, if I'm honest. Like, for all the years of playing it, I've never struggled with anything. There we go. That was a nice, easy W. Let's see if we get shiny in number 2. I won't be saving this run for sure. I don't care. If I want to do these, I will just speak to Boy from Belgium and join this. I'm pretty sure Corey has this one as well. A lot of people have Landers, so it's not worth taking a slot on my list. Especially when I keep deleting the ones I like by accident. So, whether we get this shiny. And why you disconnect me, boy? That's something I do want shiny in Orbeetle. And no. So we see whether it's my internet that's playing up. No, we don't want Landorus. We said that already, lady. Yeah, so not... Well, I don't know. Tapu Fini. I will have to start spending some more. I'm thinking of doing something a little bit silly and just getting 999 of all of the balls. So just getting like 100 of these. Okay, 200 odd. And just going to the Watt Trader, the Watt Digger, and then just buying all of the balls you can. I think I may just do another random one with some people, see what we end up with. That was quite fun, that one, really, considering it went smoothly. I guessed what it was pretty easily, and we won. So, when you win, it's always fun. But if I see the same people, I may not stay in it. Because, well, it was a bit rude. And I either got kicked out or they quit. Especially how easily we won. It made it sound like we got the same guys last time. Do I reckon this will be another Landorus one? Or are they just doing randoms? If I get Landorus again, I'm not going to do random next time. Well, I might do it solo. I think the person's not happy that I keep joining their game. It's funny because we had the same thing with Robin last night where me and him were playing and someone kept joining and we don't know who. There was nobody else in the chat. It was literally me and him and like I think maybe you lurking or someone else lurking that he knew, and somebody instantly joined. Like they joined before I did. I put the code in as soon as he said go. And that was actually a proper code run as well, rather than completely random. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. But I don't think I did anything to sabotage that run. I think I did everything right. And it was just very, very funny. That makes sense to me. From those options anyway. Because at least I can set up helping hand. I think they may go ground, just no, normal. What do I think they want? What is the bug? What is the bug? There is a... It's a frost moth, so I think they may go bug. I'm going to let them pick so I don't get moaned at. Okay, they got electric, which is good for me. Is that what Drizzle does? It ruins accuracy. But they took Pelipper for this run last time. If it was Landorus. If it was Landorus, that is. I can't say for sure. But again, I don't know what we're facing, so I've just got to... I didn't even see what the final was. I didn't even look. Did it say flying or ground? I was too busy looking at the path. Well, that's how accurate it is anyway, 50%. If it's not 100%, it's 50%. Isn't that how science works in this game? But, yeah. I think I know they want that. The thing I took or wanted to take last time That's what they want on the team. That's the way I would look at it. I don't know which path you would have taken, but again, I didn't actually see what the path was. I didn't. I just assumed it was the same. So I might volunteer to take this next time because it has crunch anyway. So if they are doing psychic, I've got something I can beat. We'll see. We'll find out. As we say, we're always learning in this game. And that's the key thing. Like, you know you're not going to make the best decisions every time. But we'll see what they want to take. I'll just press yes. And see if they kick me out again. Because Sceptile has a bug move, which could be helpful against the psychic. And then it would be very helpful against the Wishcash. So yeah, I'll try and swap. So they have better blizzards. And I have Helping Hand, so yes, I'm going to press yes. See what they do. Okay, they did want to swap, but they get it first. Part of... what was it? It is probably the same, so... I would go here. But I don't know. What are they thinking? That's... I'm just not pressing anything and then I'll find out what they want. So they don't like that psychic type. I thought that would be really good against Elandorus. I'm not completely sure whether that's true or not. Good, I get all the best items. I'm probably throwing here, but I'm just going to use Helping Hand. Actually, I need to hit this time, don't I, really? But they'll put hell up. Hello, boy from Belgium. Welcome in. Are you feeling some DAs today? I am doing some random ones with randoms on the internet, and I seem to think I got kicked out of the last one. But I won. We beat Landorus. I accidentally deleted my Pheromosa run, though. So, yeah. Oops. But we're taking on a fly-in. Fair enough. Well, hopefully we can all sort of meet at the end. And see where we are. I think I'll throw in this one completely. So I don't understand why they took the electric type to face this if they want this to be taken. Because they had a grass type which would have wiped the floor with this. And I could have had the electric type. No? It's confusing me a lot. I also thought they might have Dynamax here. But guess I'm wrong. They already hate me, so I might as well just Dynamax. Why not ruin it for them? What does this one do? My special defense. Screw it. I don't care. They've annoyed me. Because I did end up bumping into like the same people that I did the last one with. So I think they're sort of... I don't understand it though, because if it's the same team, I shouldn't meet the same people. Because it's almost like I'm joining a private lobby. From what I can tell. Which is what I said, was saying to ironically. It would be nice that even if it was just 2 of us, maybe 3 of us, we could set up a lobby and then have the last spot open for a random to join. So at least we have a human brain instead of the NPC. The only reason I think they've gone this way is there must be something with wide guard at the end. Because we had 2 wide guarders on that team. Welcome in, Kim. How are you doing? We did get another shiny yesterday, as you can see, with our arachnoid at the bottom, our big water spider. I'm doing some completely random ones with people I don't know, and I don't really know what they're thinking because it's confusing me a lot of their moves and their decisions. And I think they kicked me out last time. I am good, thank you. Yeah. As we said, we're just plodding on through this. We did so many yesterday, it was crazy. We did 27 of these Dynamax adventures. So yeah, that was fun. Now, do you want me to take this? That's my question. So, Light, are you taking this? Do I have to take this? Okay, I will take this so that you can have Blizzard that hits. That's what I'm being told I should have done in the first place. Get rid of Blizzard. Now, my head says the smart option is ground. But I could be very wrong. So I'm not going to pick. Because we'll beat ground very easily. Okay. See, I wasn't wrong. So this is why I think it is another Landorus. And I don't think they'll want me to swap. They will probably want... well, actually, it's not the worst thing anyway round, is it? Like, we've got Helping Hand on the Boltman. So I'm not sure what the play here is. I guess the sensible play would be the Beartic will... Okay, that's going to Dynamax, so that means it's quite clearly setting up so Beartic can do Axe Hailstorm in the final. So it must be another Landorus. That is my thinking. But I've also decided to do something else while I'm streaming now. I have decided to switch off the view account. Because sometimes I'm like, that's not very many. And then I see another number, so that's a lot of people here. So I've decided I'm just not going to look at it anymore. And then whatever happens, happens. People can join, people cannot. But I'm guessing Boy from Belgium hasn't got a shiny yet today. So I'm starting to think that his shiny luck has completely run out. Good, good. Hopefully we can get one going. Do you want to do kind of the same as what we did yesterday? Do one off each person's list, then do a random, and then back to the list. Then we get a complete mix-up. That seems... It worked quite well yesterday. As we said, we got some fun ones. We got some not so fun ones. Ironically, if you're still here, are you looking to join as well? Can do some off your list as well. Preferably we would tackle your Ultra Beast list one. I'm quite happy to go for anything off that list at least once, but I only have Heatran and Nihilego at the moment, so I would assume you would rather do the Nihilego, because at least then you can delete that off another list if you did get it as well. Fair enough. Well, we'll be here when you feel ready, and even if you're just watching and lurking, I'm sure you'll help with some of the more difficult decisions that I make wrong. But we'll see. Yeah, so I'm happy if you set up one of your list boy from Belgium first round. As long as you tell me what it is, I'm happy. We'll try it. I will be checking the lady between the two. No, this does have muddy water, but I think Bolton doesn't want it. Go on, take it. Take it. Because you're paralysed. That's the only reason I left it for you, because you're paralysed. Is this another Landorus? Why am I meeting all the Landorus people? But do you want to do the sword one, and then when ironically is here, we could do the random ones on your Zygarde save. That makes sense. Like we were doing yesterday to see if we could accidentally find the path that you would like to save. Because that worked quite nicely yesterday, I think. Because it helps you with your Zygarde path. But we can do... I was thinking I was going to probably host Nihiligo now. So did you want to try Thunderous on your shield one first time? And then I'll do Nihiligo. And then we do Zygarde hunting. Actually, do you want to put Zygarde on your sword save? At all? Or not? Because my thinking would be that we could do a Zygarde run. As long as we get to Zygarde, that's all that matters. I can then save it. You can switch to sword. We do another Zygarde, but on your sword. I'll host it, but on your sword save, and then you can save it on that list. And then we could do the randoms like we were doing yesterday, but have the charts of the Ultra Beast as well. And I'll always have a spot open on mine, so if we find one that you want to keep, we could then overwrite your shield one with that Ultra Beast. I think that could work if you're happy to do that. But it would mean we do two Zygarde pair ones. Hello Dragon, welcome in. I think it's going well. I seem to have found some crazy people who don't like me, because I've joined some random lobbies. How has the hunting for you been going? So we'll do Zygarde on you. I will save Zygarde. You swap games. Then we'll do Zygarde on mine. So you can put it as your third path on sword. And then we can just do random, you hosting random to find a good Zygarde path. And that could be like our afternoon one. I'm sure it will come soon. Like, I'm terrible, as I say, with Masuda. Like, in all my time playing games, I have Masuda hunted and hatched one shiny. Which was actually this week. I got a free Coco. Doing a bingo shiny hunting challenge, and I needed to get a shiny for Coco by the end of the month. Sadly, I've got all three in a go. But we can work. Okay then, so what if we did the first part like we've just said, then I save whichever you think is easiest. I think you said Tornadus is the easier of those two. Then I'll host a Tornadus on your shield, on your non-Ultra Beast game, and then you can save that one, override that Zygarde one. And then at least you've got your... Because you're going to have to find them both for both games, aren't you? It's just that because we were doing those Zygarde hunting ones, it works it would work out better for everyone if the Ultra Beasts were potential as the random for your Zygarde hunting. Because if we do it on Shield, it's not the best really, like for us. Because we're only going to encounter non-Ultra Beasts, and we've seen that some were duplicates. But I'm happy to help you Zygarde hunt for a route. I would like to have the roll of the dice that I could find an Ultra Beast. Well, I hope you do get the Grookey soon. Like, no shiny. Actually, I could save Landorus right now. No, we have to do it the other way around, don't we? We have to do the Zygarde first for me to save it. And then... Are they both exclusives to Sword, then? Or is it that you just want to have them saved? Because there's no point. You won't want to delete anything else on your Shield run at the moment, will you? Because you've got Tornadus. Actually, no. Actually, you could override... I really hate the odds in this game. I find them pretty terrible. Yeah, so Boy from Belgium, what if... This is getting long and confusing now. I host a Landorus on your Shield save. Then you delete your Nihilego run, because I've still got that on here. Then you host a Zygarde that I will delete Landorus on. And then I will host the Zygarde one on your Sword. Then you can delete Landorus. And then I'll host a Nihilego and you can put it back on Shield, overriding your Zygarde run. How does that sound? I know it sounds like there's a lot going on there. Mewtwo? Okay, don't really want Mewtwo. Yeah, because I've looked at the shiny Charmods just for random encounters and I don't get confused. I get so confused. Right, so let's do a third Landorus. And as we said, yes, nope, yes I did save it, I just didn't press the right one. Yes, I got Landorus. I will host Landorus on your Shield save. With our normal code, I'm going to see whether we don't find randoms today. So this will be my third Landorus of the day. And then you host Zygarde. Right, it's not too bad. I've found though, because I've done like 1,000 encounters. I want the old creamy. I found like 1,000 encounters on Wooloo and I never found a shiny. It just sort of annoyed me a lot. The dream is ice types here, right? And look, we've got 2 to pick from. Ice types and a wide guarder, right? See, I'm learning. I would probably say the one on the left is slightly better, but I'm not sure. If that's Nidoking on the right, it will have Ice Punch. And so I think right. Okay, I didn't even click. I did not even click anything. I thought it clicked on what people wanted. Yeah, as I said, I tried to do the IV stuff and I just never quite understand it all. Like, I thought you had clicked on it. If you're happy, just click on the route you think's best. I don't mind, because I'll just trust your judgment. Yes. Yeah, I just trust whatever you think is right. If you think one side is right, just click on it, go with it. And I won't click on anything unless I'm 100% sure. That's how I will always do these DAs. But we do get one ice type at least. Sandaconda, okay. Alright, that explains it. Do you have the Scarlet and Violet games all completed with the DLCs as well, or just only playing Sword and Shield? Because at least this isn't too bad to beat. Well done, Lickitung. Are you taking this as well? Fair enough, because I know shiny hunting's a lot easier in there. Yeah, so if you take this one, like, I'll be good against the ground type anyway, won't I? And I believe you'll be able to max up. Or do we see whether the computer takes it and gamble a bit? Because you've got Solar Beam, a max overgrowth for the Sandaconda. If I catch and see whether the computer takes it. But then we can't max it if there's no more ice, is there? I don't think there's any more ice. We want to be able to max for the ice move, don't we? It's a bit risky to let the computer have two ice types that can't do much other than hope they hit Blizzard. But I'll let you decide which you think is best. I will say no, and if you think we risk the gamble, it's your choice as well. Fiona wants it. Yeah, so you can max Hailstorm here, so at least Blizzard will hit too. That doesn't have anything good, the bug. And then we can just probably go through the grass type at the end. Hopefully it'd be nearer to my Dynamax. So I could just go for it really, sort of thing. Good. At least you got some nice items. If the Elder Goss has Weather Ball, I am tempted to take it. If you're keeping this. Solely because it will be two big grass hits. Or is it better if I just decorate you in the final? Or even now? What does it do? Attack. Yeah, I'm just going to decorate. I know I can hit, but it usually gets weaker. Does the sand spit? You never know, the computer might take the Elder Goss and use Weather Ball itself. And that'll help everybody out. That's not going to hit Landorus, is it? That's the problem. Okay, so we're going to do back-to-back Landorus. Oh no, you're saying... No, we're not doing back-to-back. You're saving this run. We're doing Zygarde next. I'm confusing myself with our plans here. It would be funny if one of us, we beat the Zygarde and um, I've read the explanation of the odds. The problem was I think somebody discovered people were reading it wrong for a long time. If that makes sense. Somebody did some ridiculous research about tends to only work on like brilliant aura ones or something like that seem to get the extra roll, but it's just made it more confusing for me. But the thing is, I've done over 1,000 Whisper encounters, knocked out 500, and still didn't get a shiny till well over 1,000. Wooloo I've done, I think I've knocked out like 800 and never got a shiny. So they're very confusing to fully grasp it all around. Even with this, I sometimes think they're a little bit screwed with what we're doing. But we'll see whether the computer would like this. It is a little bit annoying. Yeah, I get that. But you would think after you see 683, one of them should be shiny. That's how I read the odds. And because it doesn't, it's what confuses me more. Yes. Yep, that's the one. I say we just go for grass because it's easy to beat. Well, it's easier to beat. No benefit either way. They're still strong against a couple of us as well. I know, I understand how all the odds work. It's very frustrating when you do over 1,000 encounters multiple times and you've never seen one. And that's more why I don't really get on with the odds. But I can say the same about other games with other odds. So it's just trying to have the patience to do 1,000 encounters more than once and not get anything. Like, I've never been truly under odds on anything. Even the Wobbuffet I had to get was closer to 500 to 600 encounters. Now, so there's that as well. The strangest thing about most of this today is we're not actually desperately trying to win. It would be nice to win them. We're just pretty much changing paths around for everyone. Yeah, I say the same with the odds. Like, I will always sort of be at the stage where you think they're going against you, the game hates you, etc., etc., and then suddenly you hit everything. The time when you get like in 10 encounters, it's like you don't remember. It's the time where it takes longer that annoys you. Now I'm going to Dynamax here purely so you can Dynamax in the final. Just in case we don't beat it in this go. I want to keep you as the Dynamax in the final. More than anything else. You're more important in the final than I am. So, yeah. But as I said, like, it's one of those, everyone always remembers the bad time with shiny hunting. They very rarely remember like the on par time. Like, you could say the same with sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet. You put a sandwich on and you get it within 15 minutes. If you don't get it in the third sandwich, you're like, that was a hard hunt. And it's not a hard hunt, it's just unlucky. And if you get it like the minute you open a picnic, you'll remember that, but you won't remember about average. So if I did a bit more shiny hunting in this, I would notice, but even when we did our dark type shiny hunt in here, I must have done about 500 to 600 encounters, and I got nothing. So yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes you are going to get the good luck. Like, I'm happy that you did. It's because I've never done any of the shiny hunting in the older games. I've never really appreciated it as much as you do with the newer games. That's the thing I most noticed with it all. Well, it's not the worst thing if the computer takes this, because I'm pretty sure it has weatherball. So let's see what happens. I am going to go for decorate first. And decorate pillow swine. Hopefully to get that max move. Yeah. Fiona, maybe okay. There goes our blizzard, annoyingly. 2 players eye guard's going to be fun. I'm getting a bit sick of seeing Landorus as well now. But at least I know it is a Landorus. For once. Let's. I'm going to wait to see whether Boy from Belgium confirms he saved this. Yeah, so Boy from Belgium, let me know you have 100% saved this. Then I will not save this on my path if you save it yourself. Because then I can just put the Zygarde in. I won't delete one of the 2 I want to keep by accident. When it comes to like the shinies, like for example, like I was playing Legends Arceus. I know the odds are slightly better, but I was doing the massive mass outbreaks when they first unlock, so no charm, no boosted odds on anything, and the first 2 massive mass outbreaks I found a shiny in each one, so that tells you that there was my luck on my shinies. Like, I found 3 Alpha Steelixes this year alone, so I've had it in other games, my luck, so I can't really ever complain. Ooh, big hit. Now please use Weatherball, Eldegoss. No, it's probably slower than you, faster than you. So did I just die? Yeah, the odds are so much nicer in that game. And it's not just the odds, it's the shiny noise. You have that little bit of an alert, which is nice to have when you're playing these games. Like, it's what I miss in Violet a lot when I was shiny hunting. When did it put that back up again? Oh, okay, so Weatherball's useless. Who's he going for? You gonna survive one of them? Yeah. No problem. And what was your first shiny in PLA? Mine was really boring. It was a Drifblim. It just sums up what my luck in that game was. Oh. So the other thing we're learning is, so we both got the same one. I didn't even know the shiny noise was a thing when I was playing either. I just started running and I saw a yellow balloon, and I thought, what's that doing there? What is that? And then it made the noise. I was like, oh, that's something I've never seen before. I've had so many of the balloons. It's that and Apom that I hate the most. Now I'm dead. Yeah, I've got that before the Ponyta as well. Yeah, I have a weird habit with shinies. Is I personally don't evolve them until I've got enough of the line. So PLA is your perfect example of it, where if you you can catch everything shiny, like all the evolution line. So I don't want to catch, for example, a Wurmple and evolve it to the end. And there's not much point, because if I end up finding a Beautifly, I could end up with 2 Beautiflies and not a Wurmple. There we go, you got it done eventually. Good luck with the shiny. And can you tell me you've confirmed that you've saved this path, because I will not save it. And then we get on to our Zygarde nightmares. As it's literally only me and you that doesn't have Zygarde, isn't it? I think. Or has Corey still not got it? Let's see. No. No. I would love that one shiny. I do like the Eldegoss shiny. And no Telandris. No shiny. Right. As we say, I'll wait for you to confirm you saved the path. And I want to delete it. Because I don't want to accidentally. Okay. And I'm just going to be really annoying, have a look to see whether you have something good. You don't. Okay. So now we get on to Zygarde. Through you. And then Zygarde through me. So we also got to remember, if we get a rubbish lineup, we've just got to focus on getting to Zygarde. Nothing else is... We don't have to beat the Zygarde here. That's the key thing we've got to remember for the next 2. If we get lucky and get a good run, we get a good run. Otherwise, we just stick with what we get. The old Creamy is back. At least we know this isn't the path. There is an ice. If we did take the ice, then we can go straight into the flying, just because it's easy to deal with. And not much else to go with, so I'm assuming you will be quite happy to go ice. Yes. At least, I don't know if it actually has any moves that can hit me with, unless there's an ice move on it. Are you happy to go flying next, just because it should be easy to beat? Or would you think the other one that side? Or go the other way? Zatu and... okay. I think it depends on our team for those two, doesn't it? Because they're both a bit annoying. I do have a Screecher, but that's not much help right now. Yeah, it's just Sandaconda can be a pain to battle. That's my thinking. Like, if we can keep, are you going to swap along this route at all, or what is your plan for this. It is weak to it, but as soon as it does the sand spit, it buffs its defense. Very frustrating to battle against. That's the problem with Sandaconda. I'll swap to this, okay. And you have the fake tears. So it might be worth me doing something as simple as like a reflect or something first turn on any of the battles, just to let you build up the fake tears. That's the only thing there. Some of these battles are not always about what is as simply stronger against it. Like, we've done paths and the thing you face has something that's strong against it, so they can get very frustrating because they're bulky and you just don't want to lose a life on something that's easy to beat for 2 members of the team but not for the other 2. That's why it can get a little bit... I do like... That's the strategy of this, why I like these. You're always having to think one more step ahead of just ice is good against ground, because it will then do sand spit. It has, I believe it has a rock move. Might be wrong. But it also has glare, which we saw in the last one caused a bit of a problem for us. Oh, Greedent wanted it. Never mind. As we said, you want to go Zatu, which is the flying one, right? Yeah. Are you doing fake tears on this? And I just icy wind away? Well, that's why it's right. As I say, these are a lot of fun because you are thinking ahead. Like yesterday, we were doing some DAs for Zekrom with somebody, and we ended up taking a Politoed into the final. And with that Politoed, we managed to use Earth Power, Helping Hand, and suddenly we've got a few bonuses that you wouldn't expect, and other things like using a Fire type against Kyogre takes away the drizzle and rain. So there's those little things that you might not think of straight away that have come out to be really helpful. Like, one of the ones we've discovered the last couple of weeks that has been really good, and I think most people used to ignore it, was Heatmore, because it has Sunny Day, Solar Beam, and Fire Lash, and Fire Lash weakens its defense. So there's like a big plus for us there. Suddenly you've got 3 really good moves that you can use for it. So I didn't see what happened. What did you do? It could have a lot, like, so I know Boy from Belgium and a few others do have the full lists of movesets. I'm not as confident. Okay. Well, it happens, right? Did it bounce back because you have magic bounce? Come on, Mr. Mime, don't be confused. Silly Mime. And we missed the second move. We get hit hard. Greedent's down. And suddenly something that looked like a relatively easy fight has turned into a challenge. Which happens, as we said, like the other thing we've seen recently is like the Iselgor is really good because it's got acid spray. and that's what we're sort of saying, isn't it? Like we'll see what this has. So it doesn't have an attacking move, but nobody wants this. Simple Beam might have been quite fun. Looking at you, Nikki, you're disappointing us. So we want to go ground. Are you sure we want to go ground? I'm going to let you just click on one, because at least we get the berries. It could glare, I guess. But okay. We pivot then. I didn't click on anything. Yeah, I think we like Simple Beam when we do the Ultra Beasts. They're our favourites. I'm not going to Dynamax because I want to really Dynamax at the end. This is a physical attacker. I'm just going to put a Reflect up just for a little bit of safety. It was right. I'm assuming you're going to Fake Tears. And I will probably Psychic after your Fake Tears, because, well, I could get another defense drop as well. Yeah, as we want to take the Beast Boost ability away from the Ultra Beast whenever we fight them, so when you get a chance of Simple Beam, we love it. We used to love Swoobat for that. Morning, Wolfie, how are you? Hopefully everything's going okay and you're alright. I did see your story on, well, the story page. That's the best way to describe it. I'm still trying to understand how stories work, because I don't think you can reply to them or anything. Well, I hope everything's okay. We are back with more of these fun little adventures where we're doing pretty well now. We seem to have a much better win percentage. Like, I don't think we'll win this one because our team's pretty rubbish, but if we get things right, we have a very good chance. I think my plan will be literally to set up... Is Zygarde special or physical? That's the question I should really ask. And I can set up the Light Screen or Reflect depending on which is best, rather than attack it. I'm sorry to hear. I know what it's like when you lose one of the little ones. Therefore, the pets are the best. Physical, so I do Reflect first. I am good though, for the most part. We've just been plodding through these. We're having fun, like, working together, which is why I really like this. So maybe I do Reflect, then Light Screen, while you whack away at the Fake Tears, and see if we get extremely lucky with Zygarde. That my Max Hailstorm can do enough. Thank you for the follow, Brad. Welcome into the Dynamax adventures. Are you a Dynamax adventure hunter? We're doing a little bit of almost like trading to set something up between me and Boy from Belgium. Basically, we're looking for a... he likes to do Zygardes, and we're trying to find a perfect Zygarde path. But to do that, instead of only facing Zygarde, we do randoms. So we're kind of just setting things up that way at the moment. So we're doing a Zygarde now, we'll be doing another Zygarde, then we're doing a Nihilego, and then we're going to do random. So if you do want to join in, you're more than welcome. Very nice. I don't want to swap. That's not terrible. Ooh, not. I don't know if that's good or not. We do love a bit of PLA as well ourselves. We've done plenty of challenges on that. Are you just playing it casually, or are you trying to do like shiny alpha hunting, just shiny hunting, etc.? But as we said, Boyfriend Russian, the goal here was just to get there. Right, as we said, it's my Dynamax turn. There's no point doing it because I'll get knocked out probably. But then you're probably going to get knocked out. Dynamax, just do it. Maybe we'll get the phrase again. Dynamax, later. I think we're going to have to talk about you writing messages now. I was not going to Dynamax, set up the reflect. But then I think if you get knocked out here, the fake tears are useless. If I get knocked out here, yeah, it's just one of them. We weren't ever going to win this. Like, we knew this was going to not work with the team we had. If you can get the right move pool with a fairy type only team, then yeah, that. And the dream for Zygarde is to always have a wide guarder. So you want to get like Pelipper, Kingler, Mianfu, or the evolution, whichever one is, and they have wide guard, so you can set up to protect the whole team. So we've like Boyfriend Belgium's had a lot of runs set up, but because there's been shinies en route, we've had overwritten some of them. So that's like the new goal, is just to find something really smooth for it. Like, we've seen some great ones. We did a Zekrom one yesterday, and it was probably the greatest Zygarde run you could have ever had. It had 3 ice Pokemon on the route. So, yeah. Big hill, do we survive? Yes, we do. The problem is we're not going to... We're at that awkward stage where we're going to get the... what's it called? The power construct thing coming. Aren't we now? Yes, he's had all of the luck. I'm on 3. Wait, what's the 50 for? The 11 out of 50. You've definitely done more than 50 DAs. I know you've done more than 50 because you've done a lot with me. Okay, that would make sense. But you didn't get any... Oh, you got 1 yesterday, didn't you? You got the Hitmonchan. Then, like, Hitmonchan's another example of something you would never really consider for a Zygarde, but because it's got, like, Ice Punch, it suddenly becomes really good. Which is what we've been learning a lot more over the time. Like, there were some routes we looked at and go, that's never going to work, and we sort of just clicked together. You do need the DLC in Sword and Shield, or one of them, to do these DAs, yeah. I think when they first came out, they were so popular, to be honest. But they sort of, because you can shiny hunt all the legendaries, and because I never did it on my first save, I didn't, just watch the screen before you delete it yourself. But I want to check my shinies first. See whether I got some. No? No, okay. No, I don't want any of these. Yes, it is saved. I'll let you swap games. I know you've got to swap games first. Yeah, so I was saying, like, these became very popular when it first came out. And because you can do them in 4 players, they're still really good to do with people who are still shiny hunting. So that's what we're kind of doing. We're looking for a few just to tick things off. And sometimes it's just 2 of us, sometimes we can have the full team of 4. But as we said, like, they are really interactive. You can just sit back and relax and play them. Like, there is some strategy to it, but it's probably the closest to a proper multiplayer adventure in Pokemon that I've seen. I don't think the raid dens are as fun, and the fact that you're just getting generic Pokemon is a bit boring. At least with these, there is a bigger prize at the end. There are chances of shiny legendaries. I think it was a big step back in Scarlet and Violet that they only ever did one at a time. They did Mewtwo, wasn't it? And that was about it. So, yeah, that's why we've come back to them for this month. Maybe next month. It depends how well it goes. As we said, we're having a lot of fun doing these. So far this month, we have done 133. And we've won over 100. But the Zygarde is probably the hardest of all the legendaries to face in these. That's why it's difficult to do, and you want to try and save up big paths. And if you can get the right path, you will fly through it. I would take Palossand just for Scorching Sands. If nothing comes up, you could burn it. Probably should have taken that myself. We've been doing a lot of that in the Zekrom runs. Let's just burn it, and then we'll work out what to do next. Right, there's an ice on 2 ices on the left. That's annoying because this might be a good run. Klefki. Is there a wide guarder? That's the other quick question. No. I'm pretty sure you want to go left, don't you? Again, this is more just to get there, isn't it? More than anything else. As long as we get there, we're good. It's a bit of an annoying one for you, I would say. But maybe you actually take this at the end of the day. This game is sword. I have both, yeah. But this one I'm playing is shield at the moment. I have Weather Ball already. Who sets up this? Who set this up? Oh no, Weather Ball is fire. Okay, I'm not going to Dynamax because I can use a fire move. I got very confused then, thinking it was an ice move for some reason. That's the only reason I took this. But I think you should take this. And then you've got a still move, we've got a fire move, and I've got Weather Ball against the ice type. So, yeah, so why did you want to see if I had sword? Just out of interest. Because the main reason I'm not doing sword is because I've got 2 legendaries in it. Shiny. But I am tempted to try. I do have 3 paths on sword. I have Xerneas, Yveltal, and I think I have Kyurem. I think I left it as Kyurem. I might have deleted Kyurem. I believe they're my 3 paths on there, if I'm honest. Because that was the one we were doing when we were doing the dark type challenge. We were on sword. It's just I found a Xerneas and no one else had said they had it, but I might have deleted it. But I didn't want to go on there and do like Rayquaza or the Lati I've got and get another shiny, but I don't really mind if I get it on this one. So, for example, if say I found a streamer who was playing just the Lati that I got, I'll go and join them with this save and I can get it shiny at least myself. But if I use the other one, I can't get it shiny, so there's no point me joining. As we said, like, you should probably take this just because you will be stronger. And we can keep the Torkoal as long as possible if we can. I think it's going to be the best, just so I've got the Weather Ball. And then in the final, we've got a very good, tasty looking team. I think, because as we said, we got 2 fire moves here with my Weather Ball and the Drought setting up. It may be worth, and then you can decide whether you would rather have this or the Frost Lass, I think it is, isn't it? In the final. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident we're just sticking to the left. I don't think I need to ask on this run. Watch us do this, beat it, and you get the shiny. And then it'll be like, okay, we got there. Not a problem. We have a big Frostlass. Because remember, I will also have a Weather Ball if you use Ice. Do you reckon it's better if I set up Tailwind in the final while you max out? That's my only question, because I wouldn't mind losing the Torkoal eventually. But I would like, if you're not going to take an Ice, I will take an Ice. If you are taking an Ice, I might stick. Because Weather Ball is very helpful. We saw it yesterday. I'm not sure what Ice Scales does as an ability. I should really look at that. But that would be my third option. If this was for human players, I would not change, because I would expect the other two, the Torkoal and the Vileplume, to take it. That's not a problem. You can do that because you've got a still move. Hopefully we can get rid of the Vileplume. We've lost my bonus here. Bit annoying. Let's just do Hurricane then. Who's he going for? Okay, that's not going to do much. Because at least, as we said, as long as you can Dynamax, it's not too much of a problem. If you can't Dynamax, it's not good for me. But you're great against the ice. The Torkoal's great against the ice, and if the Torkoal sets up Drought, I'm great against the ice. And would definitely be faster than the Beartic, I think, in fire. I just want to have a quick look to see what my ability is, to be honest. I'm not completely sure what it is. I'm probably still not going to Dynamax. I know what it is, but I just want to know what it does. Protects by Ice Scales, which halves damage taken by special moves. So that's also not a great ability, is it really? I'm just going to do this to knock it out, hopefully. It doesn't make too much difference. Okay, I will try to skip through as fast as possible. I will be a bit annoyed if we lose the Torkoal. But then it works out the other way. If they do take it and you take it, then I'll have to take the Beartic. maybe. Like, you want the bear tick, don't we? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll be fine. We just want the vile plume to take this ready because it's costing us all our lives. And even if you hadn't taken it, it wouldn't have mattered. Because that's 2 lives lost already. It's very frustrating from where we are. Right. No, I thought that was enough to knock it out. Smoke screen, you stupid turtle. Stupid turtle. You could have won. Computer is sabotaging us. They're like, you're not getting to Zygarde. You're going to have to stick with the Nihiligo next, and that's it. Game over for you. Because that's the next one. Me hosting Nihiligo, and then we can do the randoms, which we like the chaos of. So, but you never know. We might do well. Right, do they want this? No, they don't. So we got 2 ice. Just that I think Beartic's going to really be a problem. Well, we get an item at the end of this, I guess. That can help. But I'm going to have to see where the Dynamax is to whether I take this, I think. Yes, that was my plan in the last fight, but the computer used Max Hellstorm on us. Because it is currently your Dynamax. But if we can keep the fire up, the ice becomes weaker, I believe. That should be how it works. That's how my head thinks it'll work. I'm going to guess you're going to go for the ghost moves, not the iced moves. Because otherwise my weather ball is useless. I do think we could have made this work as a probably a 3-person team. With the team that we've got. It's just, if we didn't have the Vile Plume, we would be in a beautiful position. I think, because like the Torkoal's actually been alright for setting up fighting the ice types as well. Very nice. Do like my other room shinies. I think I've only ever had one of the car. I want the evolution, to be honest. But nice. Then he's sandwich hunting, I guess. And we saw how bad I was at sandwich hunting a couple of months ago. And even during March. I'm actually going to have to take this, aren't I? Because it's going to be too far away from your Dynamax. That's going to be the big problem for me. Because, as we said, like, the computer isn't going to Dynamax. The grass is not terrible. And with the fire, I don't have an ice move, though. And it's going to be at least 3 turns before I can do anything with Weather Ball. That's going to be the problem. You can Dynamax, but you just did Dynamax, so you'll be NPC me. So we've got to get through 4 goes before we do Dynamax. That's what I mean. But we'll let the computer try and take this. You never know. Torkoal might work. Take it, because it is the weakest. And the grass moves could toxic. You never know. We may get a lucky freeze. Come on. Torkoal, that's probably our best bet. Oh. No worries, dragon. Best I've got. I will try and set up a tailwind as well, first turn. But again, this was more just to put the path back on the game for you on this new save. Isn't it really? And then once you've got it on your path, we can, as we wanted to do like the randoms, but with roll of the dice on Ultra Beasts, but look for a nice path. It works both ways, because if we find a perfect path for Zygarde, we're stuck doing Zygarde only. But I think we can get away with it, because everyone will join you in a Zygarde run before, won't they, really? And then we can see how things go, really, from there. Because as we said, like, Vileplume's not terrible. Turns out Gloom is better. Not gonna lie. That's terrain, not weather, isn't it? Big hit from Beartic, so that's going to power construct it, isn't it? Or is it going to be just get revived enough here? No. Okay. As I say, if you get the shiny here, it would be extremely funny. But we should be faster than it now. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble and try Hurricane for a confusion. I know it's not the best move, but if it does confuse it, it's great. I can't really do much else, so... But if we get this confused, we got the confusion. Do we get lucky? And poisoned it. So what? And Blizzard hits. Sadly it can't freeze. Hit yourself, please. No, that's gonna hurt. But we all survived that. That's alright. Confusion again. Hurt yourself? Nope, he gets the second one. That's both of us. No, I survived. Somehow. I need a big cheer from you, please, to heal me. Oh, Vileplume survived as well. I thought that had gone. Again, it's not the worst to lose just you. We've only got one life left, but we do have the tailwind on our side. Is that going to knock me out? Oh no. I thought we had it. I thought we would have had one more hit, we would have won. Never mind. Let me know to confirm that you've saved the path, and good luck with the other shinies. Frostless? Nope. Okay. Yeah, so as we said, yeah, let me know when you've confirmed you've saved it. Shiny Beartic, of course we got you a shiny. Oh dear. Well, that's 6 in 4 wins so far. It doesn't need to be saved, but when you lose, it doesn't ask you to save. So now we want to go back to your shield save and do Nihilego so you can delete Zygarde now, can't we? I believe it's the plan. What do you have actually? Heatran? Well, I've already got Heatran, haven't I? Yeah, I've got Heatran and Nihilego as my two saved ones. But GG with the shiny. That only means that I get one on the next run, right? That's how it's been working. You get one, then I get one. But as I said, we'll do. You have saved this Zygarde run, correct? And I'm going to set up Nihilego. I probably want to keep this one anyway, because it's quite a nice, easy one to beat. Okay, so if you're heading back to your shield save now, I believe, and the code will be up ready when you are. I know it'll take a little bit longer, so no worries. And as I said, did you? No, we didn't, because I already know what you said you've got on your list. Don't know why I even went to ask that question. It was only I think it was only me that had Veramosa on their list. But again, we might find it in your run in when we're Zygarde hunting. Because then when we've got this other save set up, it's sort of perfect for like when Ironically wants to join in. So at least we're 3 people running it most of the time. Again, they'll always be open for anyone who is watching and would like to join. Yeah. And even if you don't save it, I will probably want to save one. Okay. You just have to let me know what she's got saved up, or what she's offering each run, and we can work out from there. So what did you delete that you wanted that we were gonna put Nihilego over? I thought you were. Yeah. So we're doing Nihilego to put on your second save, because I thought we would save Landorus there, and you overwrote Nihilego to save Landorus, and then we were putting Nihilego over the Zygarde on the Unultra Beast save. And after this, we will be playing just Sword, pretty much, won't we? Okay. So we'll do what we said last time. I'm going to keep this one, so I don't need you to confirm whether you saved it. I'm going to delete the Zygarde on mine, relisted to get an Ultra Beast saved. But again, I'm only really interested in beating it. I nearly went El Creamy then. I guess this will do. Yeah. So we swap back after this run. It wasn't the best selection for this, I'm going to be honest. Dear, I didn't see anything overly good then, did we? Let's see. Garbanch, the grass, rock, we don't really want grass. There is a wide guarder on the right if you want wide guard. But part of me thinks that you should take No, we're going to let the computer take the grass. Because we're okay. It's just I'm trying to make sure we're strong against the waters. That's my thinking. But I'm just going to go straight in and do bug moves here. Yeah, because both of these aren't great. Well, they're not terrible for the final. Max Ooze or Flutterby. Flutterby. I kind of want the Tyrantrum to take this, just so it's stronger against the water. But then you could take it if you want, so you are strong against the water types. It's up to you, really. It's a difficult one because we don't really mind, but as long as we can beat the water ones relatively easy. Metal Sound is good to have on our team. So we'll see how this goes. Do you want me to click through as fast as possible again, and if they don't take this, then you do take it? Just so the water is easier to beat. That's the only reason I'm telling you, suggesting that you could take it. Because at the moment, when we go into the water ones, I'm the only thing strong. You're going to keep Cedra to the end, okay. Not a problem. I'm hoping the AI take it, that's what I mean. If they don't take it, it might be good just to have for the next battle. That was all. Because we've got a rock and I've only got like one electric move. They don't want it. But it doesn't matter too much, we should be okay. They're only going to hurt the rock one. The Fiona's going to be okay. Yeah, so we just stay with what we've got. Okay, because then you can go. I'm just trying to get through the path as fast as possible rather than anything else. That's my thinking through all of this. I've got to that stage where I just want to beat things easily. I also think this is a Azumarill, isn't it? So Tyrantrum's not great, and you will get Dynamax for grass move. I know it's Spill. Okay. Probably not the worst outcome for our team, actually. It would be weak to the rock, I guess. Did you see what the last one was? The last water type? Or shall we just see whether the computer wants it? Part of me wants to keep the Bishop on our team though, because obviously it's resistant to the poison moves. My only reason to keep Tangler to the end is if they do want this for the Tyrantrum, it will be good. I think we both do. I've got a ground move, and if I can Dynamax, I'll be alright. I think. And if... That's the only reason I've got this. I know it's not a great one, but if I can get the Dynamax on the final, I will have the big hit. Or is that not a big enough hit? I know I am weak to rock, but... Well, it's up to you, really. If we're both swapping, it will probably be better for whoever's weakest to swap. But we don't want you to have Tangler at the end, really. So if I swap out, because if it is a ground water, at least you can hit it hard. I won't be able to do anything if it's a ground water. That would be the other way we could look at it. It's annoying that we can't see what the computer wants to do at times. Oh, max over breath, yeah. So we've beaten this. I'll swap this time. Because at least you'll be strong against pretty much any water type compared to me. I won't have anything. And I think I've taken a big chunk of damage. So at least I'll be full health for the next fight. That's the key thing, to be full health, isn't it, really? But yes, I will swap out, because I can just dive as well. Computer didn't want it either. Great. And we said we'll just stick with water at the end. Actually, is that a stun tank? Is that stun tank? Do we want to take that? Purely for acid spray. Ooh. Okay. Guess it's not as helpful, and I guess I'm physical anyway, aren't I? Yeah, water's easier to beat. Actually, does haze turn into max? No, it doesn't matter. Wrong type of Pokemon. I was thinking, does haze help here? This has water absorb as well, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. So I can't really do anything to it. It's all down to you. But what I was, if this was like a Zygarde path, does haze turn into an ice move? Or just a guard move? But we don't need an ice move for this one, do we? That's the thing, Waifu. That's not what we need here. If we can get this done in this turn, I Dynamax. If we get it done in 2 turns, you can Dynamax. I'm thinking I might actually Dynamax so that you get Dynamax in the final. Because you'll take the Vaporeon. There's no question there. But if we won't finish it without me Dynamaxing, I don't think. So I'm going to have to Dynamax just to give you the Dynamax at the end. It doesn't matter if I use up all my ice moves anyway. Because you will swap, I imagine. Because Vaporeon's bulky as they come as well, which is a big help. Yeah, we got the 7 on there. That actually helps us, right? Because Tyrantrum keeps lowering its stats because it's stupid. But let's see if this works out in our favour some more. Yeah, I knew it was never going to really do much. No. It's fine. Let's just chip away at this thing. Our big evolution. Because I would imagine your Vaporeon is faster than Celio as well. So if you do Max Geyser, we get the water up, so my water move will hit harder. Does Hydro Pump guarantee? I don't have Hydro Pump, do I? I'm still probably going to stick with Dive, because Brian doesn't do anything early on. Yeah, so you're taking this. We get the Berry Hills at the end, so I think we're max health. Maybe max lives going into this. Like the only other thing we might have looked at on this was, as I said, I think there was a wide guarder on the other side. But there's no point letting the computer take it. Like, Fiona's going to be perfect for this battle. Tyrantrum's not great, but it's there. We've also got Weather Ball. So Vaporeon's not the worst for what we're doing here. Hopefully Tyrantrum gets most of its health back. Good. Fiona, we will go for a Still move. And with your Max Geyser, it's a yellow jellyfish is the shiny. I don't really know the shiny colours for most of the Ultra Beasts, if I'm honest. As I said, I'm still sort of learning them all. Part of it is that I haven't really ever looked at them. Right. Yeah, so I might as well just dive. No, you can't have back-to-back shinies. That's not how this game works. It's my turn to get the shiny. And we'll find out who's faster here, actually, between us. But I've got to remember I can use Brine near the end. What's that do? I always forget. Swapped our defences around. Weaken it. Well done, Bishop. Doing things correctly. Geyser, you are faster than Celio, which I expected. Oop. Now it's raining. Rock Blast. Okay. Well, this is going to take a while. Did you want to give the thing a chance? I don't think I'm even going to hit it. Let the chaos unfold. So, we are back. I'm hoping you can just one-shot this now. Make it easy, because all it wants to do is swap our defences around and back to what they were. Went for me. Okay. GG, and good luck, I imagine. That's the term we're going to use. Good luck with the shiny. I didn't even touch this thing. Oh dear. And that's officially 499 Pokemon caught in the DAs this month. And if you can just confirm that you have saved the path, I'm going to save it, so it's not a problem if you do misclick. But then we'll go back to your Ultra Beast potential save and do our Zygarde thing. We may only just do one and today, but then next time we do it, we can just keep running them. I don't have a yellow jellyfish, so I don't think you're telling the truth that they're yellow. As we said, I would like to save that one, please. Thank you. No shiny. Okay. Yeah. So I'll wait for you to confirm the room is up now. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that wants to save or needs to save the path for the Zygarde rather than me. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but I'm probably going to make a video or release the video of the Zygarde run that we did yesterday, where we literally one-shot it between the team. With the question, people said Zygarde's hard to beat. Look what we did. Because it didn't even get the power constraint up, and it's only like a minute-long clip. It's actually quite funny. That's what I should be doing a bit more of, is getting some good clips of the easy ones. But as we said, we're back down to randoms, which is what we love the chaos of, with the plan to find our Zygarde path. And then when you've got the Zygarde path, and it's a really easy one, I would say, we can all sort of join in, and we can also figure out if it could be done with 2 or 3 people as well. If you get the right one, I still think you could blag it with 3. But we'll see, yeah. You've got to host the random ones so you can keep that path if we find the dream path. At least you haven't hit the bit where you have to start paying for them on this game, I imagine. Can't be sure. The thing is, if you ever did somehow run out of the ore for it, we could save it on the other one. Yeah, so you should never really have a problem. But I've been watching someone that I raided, and I believe you raided, that lamb source person, and they've nearly run out when I was watching them the other day. Because they're doing Palkia at the moment. I imagine it's just us 2 still. But we'll pick the starters as if it's a Zygarde. I imagine is the best option. Nothing overly great here, so I don't think this is going to be the path. Not with these 4. I don't think there's a better option there either. The only thing that might have been a bit better was Toko Damara. It is a dragon though. It could be Zygarde. Right. I imagine early thinking is go to the left, but there is a wide guarder if you want to go right. We have Mianfu. So if it's rubbish, it's rubbish. But if you can click through this quickly and see whether Garboda wants to swap, or should I just leave Garboda there and take this? At the end of the day, the Manfu is going to be a hard fight with the Mianshu is going to be hard for the whole team we've got right now. I think, yeah, I mean, we should always try to get the Zygarde with 4, but we don't know this is a Zygarde path, do we? But what I mean is if you find a run with the Excel Gore, for example, and 2 ice types, you've literally got your team there set ready. You don't need the 4th person, essentially. But if you have the 4th, it's a dream. That's more what I mean by it. So, do you think I should take this? Okay. I didn't know it changed with the number of human players were involved. I thought it was just whoever hosted it got the same path. That's what I meant, but that's why I was confused with it. Yeah, should I take this and or not? Because I'll be quad weak. Has this got Screech then or something? Is that what you've seen on it? I am thinking let the computer take this and okay. It probably could have more. I guess it also depends what... I don't know how the first bit works, if you get what I mean. So if you take the first one, is the replacement the same if you had taken the second one as well? First, that makes sense. But we'll just treat this as a dragon for now, and we'll work around it. It's pretty easy. Like, we might try 2 of these. Let's see. If it's Guzzlord, I'm going to let Tokudamaro take this then. I'm going to use Rage Powder here to take away any fighting moves. That's my plan for this one. And then I will take this. Purely for wide guard, I guess. That seems like the sensible plan, really. Do you agree with that? Because I'm already slightly damaged. Okay. You'll be fine against Zygarde, against Guzzlord. I might not be. But I'm taking this, but what I mean is it'd be better if I take damage and not the computer, because it's quad against this. If it does a fighting move, we're in a lot of trouble. It shouldn't go for a psychic move unless it's targeting Garbodor. And I can tank a fighting move, I think. Or a normal move. Yep, I got 4 health left. Perfect. So I can do this again. Yeah, so this is going to work out relatively smoothly. If we were going to lose a life if it went for Obstagoon, so it doesn't make too much difference. It would be nice if we had a... It's fastest thing here, isn't it? Or I'm not going to be faster than it. Is Obstagoon faster than this? It's not worth it. I'm going to have to sacrifice 1 life on this. As long as we keep the rest of the team strong for the next battle. It has a rock move. I know it has priority, but I was thinking that if any of the team is faster than this, they could knock it out. But I don't think they were, which is right. And I didn't want them to hit a fighting move on Obstagoon or a psychic move on Garbodor if we're getting rid of them, or even attack you. Like, it's better if they're full health. Welcome back, Dragon. We did find a shiny. Well, boy from Belgium found a shiny. He got a bear tick in, I think it was one of our practice Zygarde runs, actually. And we are doing randoms at the moment, so we're not quite sure what's happening. The only problem with this being a Guzzlord, or you're going to keep the path, not the route, right? Might as well. I'll let you pick which you think's best here, because they're both not overly appealing to me. What is it? What do we get? A Waddle Tool. You only picked this because you want this shiny. I know you. You've been trying to get the 3 starter shiny in DAs. But I might as well just hit this. It's not the end of the world. If this turns out to be Rayquaza, I do have Rock Tomb. So the dream scenario is Garboda takes this, I believe. It's not the worst if Obstagoon does. I know we lose our Screecher, but oh, he is North Belgium, I believe, but it doesn't really matter about Dynamaxing here, does it? To be honest, kind of just want to get it back round to you as much quick as possible. Who's he on for? Okay. Hopefully Garboda will swap out here. So here's the question before we get to the next stage. I stick with this whatever happens, right? No swapping whatsoever, even if it could be non-Groudon. Even if the computer doesn't want it. But if you can click through as fast as possible, we can see what the computer wants to do first. No, it's more of a sort of Mancunian sort of accent people use it. Sort of like... But to me, everything's north. But I don't take this whatever happens. Please take it, Garboda. Come on, Garboda. What are you doing? Okay, they both want it. That's good. No, we lost the Screecher, but I guess Ice Beam's special, isn't it? You told me to keep the Wide Guarder. Well, at least we found Zygarde again. And we have the Wide Guarder. Please be smart. Please be smart. I forgot what moves you have. I know you've got like Moonblast. You do also have like Rain Dish and everything. I don't know. Thanks. Good start. Good start, boys. Can we get a freeze? Okay, another bump. Wide guard again. Let's see. Do we get another? Who's he gone for? Okay. It was already pretty weak. Not hitting, so it's not the worst one to lose. As long as I stay alive, it's going to want to do the spread moves. Isn't it, more than anything else? And now it'll do what, Land Wrath first turn. It's okay, we've got our Wide Guarder. In the weird way, this is not the worst path for a Zygarde. I know it's early to say, because you've got your Fairy type, you've got your Wide Guarder, and if a human had the Wartortle, it would be nicer, but we may get a different third one instead of the Garboda. We could have maybe got the Obstagoon to stick around. But otherwise, I think this is not the worst. It's one of those wonky ones like you found when you found the Mianfu Hitmonchan run. I think you had. You wouldn't ever consider when you were putting together a dream lineup. But it's not worth saving, as you said. But we might do one more random after this. today. Or see what he only has for you. You got a shiny. What did you get as a shiny? A Trevenant. You got your Zerkatree. Congratulations. That means you've got an Ultra Beast slot open. It's an Easter tree, I think. Yeah, Shenodic's great. Especially against anything water related. Yes, I believe so. Like, ironically, it's mainly hunting Ultra Beasts at the moment. Well, we are about to do one more random one with the dream of finding a Zygarde path. I know we're placing Zygarde. You could join us if you want. We found this sort of path by accident, but it's not perfect. But I think it would have been nice for a free player. Well, it would actually. You would have kept the Obstagoon, wouldn't you, if you could have for the 4-player? But it was a little bit risky with the fighting one. But I probably could have got away with not Rage Powdering the last one, I guess. Can we get a freeze? No. The silly thing with the DAs, though, is you can actually get to the DAs within about 20 minutes of loading up a brand new save on this game. Because you don't have to win the boss battle to get in. You've literally just got to do the boss battle, fight, and then you can get the first DA done, which is always the same Pokemon. But you can then catch it at level 65, or no, 70, and then do the run through the main game. And if you don't want to catch the legendary, or keep the legendary, you want a shiny hunt, you could just do 6 DAs, catch something to build a team with Pokemon on the route. GG, we managed to beat a Zygarde again. That was actually a lot smoother than we probably imagined, so good luck as well. As I say, we'll do one more and then we'll call this bit for the day. I am very, very tempted to actually do the evening stream today. I know you're not doing any streaming today, boy from Belgium. I know Robin definitely wasn't from what he was saying yesterday. Corey usually goes on a bit later, so I'm looking at maybe coming back between 5:30 and 6 probably. So, do we get the toothpaste? No, we don't. I don't need to save. It's already saved, but I'm not going to save Zygarde. Mewtwo, don't want Mewtwo yet. What does the lady have for you today? And ironically, did you want to jump in this last one? Reshiram? Boring. We're doing what we were doing yesterday, like randoms with the dream of finding a Zygarde path. which we just found. We just beat 2-player with Zygarde. Yeah. Boy from Belgium is gonna be hosting, but it could be the Ultra Beast save. We swapped his Zygarde over, so it's now on Sword. So it has the potential of Ultra Beasts. So there's that for us to roll our dice at nowadays. Okay, so this is number 8 and the final one for now, as I said. Is that when you say you've got no more? Okay, that's not people we know. Are you happy to do it with these two? Okay. Okay. I guess boy from Belgium's happy with this. I don't even know who those two are, but Flareon wasn't too bad. But we'll save the Bamboo Rocket. With the Ultra Beast though, is that when you say you've got no more to hunt, does that mean you've just got them saved on lists? Electric. Interesting. Well, I say we start right. That Jolteon in the middle would be very nice to have. But Hitmon top has... There's a Flygon on the right though. But we've got to get through 2 waters. I'm so torn here. Okay, so we're going to go for the Joltik, I imagine we're thinking here. Not Joltik, Jolteon. For Volt Absorb. That's what I'm thinking. Oh no, Lightning Rod, isn't it? It's got. So that's... We basically, if it's circuitry, we're fine. Or anything other than Zekrom, we're fine. But the other thing that was really good with Flareon, which you saw yesterday, was just the baby doll eyes all the way through. When we were doing the Zekroms, we just weakened it so much. But we'll see. As we said, this is the last run of the session. It would be funny if this turned out to be circuitry and one of us got it shiny. It saved you all the hassle of doing it again. So, yeah. Okay, well, we haven't got the worst team for any of them at the moment, have we? Yeah, did you say you had all of the other Ultra Beast shiny? Now, other than the Celestina that you're after. Just Shadow Ball. Wow. And the other legendaries in this, you're just doing the ones you need now. So at least we know Boy from Belgium's going to hunt for it again. It's going to be one of these where we do encounter it, and then you go and put it on the other game that you haven't unlocked the Ultra Beasts, so you can shiny hunt it in there. But I'm not going to take this, I don't think. It's not worth it. It's very nice. That's someone else with a shiny legendary this month. Well, I've got a creepy Mr. Mime, a spider, and an outdated Raichu. So, Yes, winning. It is a nice mug, I will say. But it's not... It does have fake tears, doesn't it? Fine, I'll take it for the fake tears. I hope somebody takes the Jolteon though. I really do hope someone takes this Jolteon. Or are you just going fighting? Because it does have Drill Run. Okay. Interesting decision. Gamble time? Who's gambling? I'm not gambling. You make boy from Belgium look like the amateur shiny hunter here. Okay. Not quite sure why they picked this, but whatever. It's just going to be me and you doing Zygardes anyway, because nobody else wants it. That's the one. Because you've already got like 17 Hitmonchans. Probably got 3 or 4 Bearticks. Luckily for me, the Araquanid was a brand new shiny for good. And technically so was Mr. Mime, because I've never had a Galarian Mr. Mime. I've had stuff set up to become Galarian Mr. Mime, but I've never done it. But the Raichu was a horrible repeat that I never want to see again. Shall we have guesses on what we think this electric type will be? My guess is Tapu Koko, because there's no other reason why they would have gone for poison. But then I don't know how they would know what it is. That's what I mean. If we bump into the Celesteela, we can then put it on your other game if you want. And then you've got you and ironically can team up on that one if need be. Ironically, he's going for Zapdos. What do you want to go for, boy from Belgium? We have, or anyone else who would like to have a guess. If you want to guess Dragon as well, you're welcome to. Thunderous. So Thunderous, Zapdos, and Tapu Koko. Why? I would have gone for the fighting one, but it's electric. But that's literally all we know. So they seem to know what they want to do, so I'm letting them pick. I'm just here to make up the numbers and fake tears at them. It seems to be effective. It worked last time, so we'll do it again. It is just a simple Linoon. I actually got a Zigzagoon horde hunting in Oras a couple of days ago. And I'm sure I'll get another one soon. But all I'm going to be doing for the rest of this stream is pressing fake tears. It is very frustrating when you only need one more. That's the problem, isn't it? Because you can do as many randoms as you want. Like, even before Boy from Belgium joined, I did 2 randoms and got 2 Landaruses. And I seem to join the same people. So, and the other day I was doing randoms and I kept getting Xerneas. It was a bit annoying. So it's very inconsistent. You know what, I'm just going to do this because I want some health and we'll beat it whatever I do. Yeah, I think the only other ones would have been Zekrom, Raikou, and Zerkatry. I think they were the only other ones. It's not the biggest pool. And we don't have the greatest team for electric. To be honest, that's why the thing is, we've got the Colossal, which will be amazing, and the Clefairy will be amazing against Zapdos. And Thunderous, I think. But if it's Raikou or Zerkatry, we don't have the best team for it. Like, we'll whittle them down, I think, but that is why I think they went with Tapu Koko, because they think they're going for a fairy. But I'm very confused. You need all of those electrics, don't you, boy from Belgium? As do I, to be honest. But I'm not taking this. It was a good decision to go for Draining Kiss because I got my health back. So I still think you keep yours, to be honest. Yeah, it could be. The thing with these is they only ever tell you the one of the typings. They never put both types, that's why we never really know till we get here. It is Zapdos, so I think we're okay. I'm going to get hurt by this a lot. But if as long as I get one fake tears up, I think we win. Who said Zapdos? I'm not Dynamaxing because there's no point. The other one's not great either, actually. What did we have? What's going on? Fair enough. Well, we can all look at that later, probably. Because we've got 2 big hitting rock types here. Right, and I believe you've both got charge rock moves. So this could be very interesting. One more fake tears then. Probably find out this is a physical attack now. But the price we pay. All it wants to do is get faster. Hey, what's it got? Electro Ball? Boom. Oh dear. Okay, we're fine. I did get paralysed, annoyingly. And the Colossal did. Life Dew. Is it your Dynamax, whatever happens next, isn't it? Right. We've healed most of the way up. Please hit your Meteor. And we got the power. Okay. This is a bit riskier, but I will just... I'll do this. Well, I feel sorry for whoever the other one is. Is this? Okay, well, good job I did use this move. Because I think I'm faster than this thing, even when I think you'll knock it out with a dazzling gleam, but I think it's fixed itself now, hasn't it? Never mind. Okay, I'm dead. I thought that was going to be easy. I was wrong. But that's only the first life lost, isn't it? I understand why, and it's paralysed again. At least it has full health, I guess, is the good thing. I can't see Zapdos knocking it out in one hit. Oh dear. Is on this today. Same category. Can we go to... Right. Shiny hunting DAs. There's one other person doing DAs. Now I'm healed. I'll do this. They've been on about as long as us, so I don't think there'll be much. They'll probably be ending. Well, I'm here. Imagine us not winning this because of paralysed 3 times in a row. But GG. We got the win in the end. Good luck on the shiny. Can I end this session with a shiny? Be the first one. There's a bot. As in, like, who joined up. Oh, the Streamloot bot. Yeah, I know. I think it's meant to be there, though. It's from Streamloot. Not a proper bot. Not an annoying bot. I did set up Streamloot cards. So, bug, no. Flower, no. Weird little thing, no. And flying bird, no. Of course not. Right, what was that? That was Zapdos. I don't want to save Zapdos, really. However easy it is to beat. Right, so as we say. Where's that ban button? We're always getting boy from Belgium. All the shinies. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today. And for now, I would like to come back later and do some more.